Welcome to another fantastic episode of Not Just Parkinson's. I, of course, am the host, J Mac, host with the most. With my Star Wars beanie on, it is still kind of chilly here in St. Louis. And no, I'm not wearing blush. I might be blushing, but this is mostly sunburn. I had somebody inquire about that. I'm joined by the lovely Michele from Slow Dancing with Parkinson's. What's going on, girl?
Hey, nice to be back.
You are my first time returning guest.
Awesome. Yes, I'm excited. Thanks for having me back.
So no problem. Yeah, I think we're doing the numbers on our video were pretty good. I got to tell you.
Sweet.
I mean, I'm just a hunk of burning sexy man over here. I'm chalking it up to
I think
that.
everybody liked your side profile.
I had that because I was using an old computer. Go back and watch the old episode, folks. My first ever episode, and I was in profile form because I couldn't figure out how to set the webcam up right.
We still had fun though. You still look great. That one side of your face was amazing.
Why? Thank you, ma'am. Well, let's just first of all, I always forget to ask people about their channel. Of course, I'll put the link in the description, but here's your chance to promote your Parkinson's channel.
Okay, so it's just my journey. So when I first got Parkinson's, I went online and I was like looking everywhere to just find information, and especially like young onset, Parkinson's, whatever. And then I just thought, and I saw like people were sharing information, and I was like, you know what, I think I'll do the same. So I just decided to start sharing my journey, and then I came up with the slow dancing with Parkinson's. It's like, it kind of means like a two thing, like you just imagine slow dancing, but you're also kind of like having this slow dance with Parkinson's, like the back and forth of the on and off.
Yeah, sometimes it's a jerky dance. I got to be honest with you, because Parkinson's is jerky and it's a jerk.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Among other names I could use, but this is a monetized channel, and I'm not going to be stepping on any YouTube toes by dropping blue language. That's really hard for me, Michele. You got to realize I'm used to swearing quite a lot. I was a Teamster for years, so I'm fluent in Teamsterese.
I'm so proud of you. You've grown to be such a mature.
Tell me about Toby before we get going here with the questions.
Oh, Toby, my puppy. Yes, he is great.
By the way, I will throw up a picture of Toby. You can send me one. I can point offline. Toby's adorable, but you said he's kind of a handful.
Yeah, so I mean, he's a puppy. So he went through like 4 weeks of puppy training school, which helped. I mean, you can do sit, high five, and some stuff. But and I have to work with him every day on training. But yeah, he's doing great. It's just a lot of work. I have to watch him all the time. So if he's doing something he shouldn't be doing, I can catch him and stop it, so my furniture doesn't get eaten up. Because of course, he loves to chew everything.
Bernedoodle, am I saying that right?
A Bernedoodle. So he's an F1B Bernedoodle. So he's like 75% poodle, and then the rest is Burmese Mountain Dog. So he's not going to get
cutie patootie.
Yeah, he's cute. Thank you.
I've always adopted from the like the strays. We just go to the leftover corner of the Humane Society and look for forlorn looking hounds.
Yeah, I've done that in the past too. Like I love me
some dogs. Are you a dog person or a cat person, or are you both?
I'm a dog person. Definitely.
I actually like both, but if I had my choice, I'd have a dog. But I got to tell you, I'm thinking about doing a video on Parkinson's and owning pets, because let me tell you, when you're dystonic or dyskinetic and you're trying to walk a rowdy beagle, it can be every step is an adventure, man.
Yes, especially around stairs. Luckily, I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Luckily, I haven't tripped over. He's like so attached to me. Like everywhere I go, he's just like right there. So I definitely have to pay attention where I'm walking.
My wife, if you look carefully, I don't know if you can see it when it gets cropped, it probably won't be, that'll probably, that's my wife.
A beautiful picture. It looks like a high school picture.
Yeah, it was, and I don't think she likes it, but I'm like, that's that. What I first fell in love with her was that picture right there.
Oh, so
But I
cute.
said all that to say we have with this beagle. Her name's Maggie. I think she's been in one of my videos, and she howls every morning for my wife to get out of bed. And my wife is like, "Leave me alone, leave me alone." And I'm like, "I got Parkinson's. Don't ask me to get out of bed right now." And she will howl like she hasn't seen a human being in a decade. It's just
Wow.
and she follows my wife around everywhere, 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 and she's deaf, so she can't always tell where my wife is at. So she'll get all like separation anxiety. It's adorable.
Oh my God. Speaking of getting out of bed, so this morning, so my alarm goes off, I hit the snooze, and then like I kind of fall asleep a little bit. And then I wake up a little bit. I'm like, okay, let me get on my phone and start waking up. So I start, looking at my phone, and all of a sudden, so I've got the dog in the crate next to me. His name's Toby. So Toby's in the crate. And then I hear, bleh, 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 like he's making those like I'm gonna throw up sounds. And I'm like, ah. So I like throw the phone out. I'm like trying to like get the sheets up. And then I realize like I'm in slow Parkinson mode, So I'm just like,
Yep.
turn on the light, grab him, and then, run him over to the bathroom in the shower. And then I get him in there and then he doesn't throw up. Like, I guess in the process of picking him up, it like changed, the process of whatever. And he just didn't have to throw up anymore. So I was awake then. So that helped me get out of bed pretty quickly. No more.
That is one of my least favorite sounds in the world.
Yeah.
Least favorite sounds.
Especially when you're like barely awake.
All right, so let's talk a little Parkinson's, ma'am.
All right.
So you were diagnosed, has it been 2 years yet?
I think so. I think it was 22. Yeah.
So 2 years. Tell me what are some exercises that you do that you feel eases or relieves your PD symptoms. Some kind of movement that we all have a specific movement. Mine is yoga or walking, but I'm interested to hear what yours is.
Actually, when I work out, I tend to I get dyskinesia. So like if I'll ride my Peloton and then my left foot will get a little wonky at times. Or when I'm weightlifting, I notice like this arm starts like just doing like I don't really tremor, I don't get shakes, but I will get a little shaky and then it'll just do like this, weird thing with my hands, like twisting and stuff like that. Yeah, so like I don't know, it's weird. When I work out, I actually kind of feel worse. But I know like in the long run, it's good for you, it's supposed to slow progression.
How about riding your bike? Have you done that lately?
I haven't rode my bike outside yet. I'm waiting for better weather.
Well, maybe the outdoors. I'm telling you, like I had to work out this morning or work out, whatever you want to call it. I lifted some weights and did some sit ups and push ups. If I videotaped it, people be like, I don't think that counts as working out because you're just rolling around on the floor. But trust me, it was a workout for me. But being out in the sun, which is why I'm going to start wearing sunscreen. It's also wind burn too, by the way. It's pretty windy here. I find being outside really improves my exercise results. I don't know if that's just me. I'm sure our listeners or viewers could weigh in on that. But yeah, that's interesting. So
I
your
definitely
dyskinesia, does it affect your workout or does it just annoying? Because mine completely takes over to where I can't do really anything.
I mean, I guess it kind of does a little bit. It's just I still push through it, but it's more annoying than anything. And then like this shoulder
right.
this shoulder's kind of rolled forward. So when I'm doing like, my what is this? A shoulder, I can't think, shoulder press or whatever. Like I feel like it's just like
Yeah.
it's not working in the way it should be, like it's not flowing. So like I'm just waiting for the point
Yeah.
where there's like some damage because it's just not moving the way it should be moving.
Well, I was told by a physical therapist who specialized in movement disorders that if I kept walking around, forcing my legs to walk like I was for years, that I was going to hip replacement. And I was like, so now I can tell my wife I can't get up and do it because I'll need a hip replacement.
Good one.
Is there a language that you wish you knew? Is there like a language you feel is beautiful or that's interesting to you? Because I'm currently learning German and I know bit of Spanish. If you drop me off in Mexico, I'd be all right because I know enough to learn enough other languages. But German is kind of tricky.
Guten Morgen.
But is there any? Yeah, guten Morgen, mein Gott. You strike me as somebody who would like to learn French. I mean, is that completely wrong?
You know, I would. Yeah, I feel like French is up there. That would probably be the first one that comes to my mind. But honestly, like, so when I was in the Air Force, I was stationed in Korea for 2 years. So I know a few Korean words, and I like to like run them all together and make it sound like I'm saying a complete sentence. So I'll be like, 감사합니다, 아저씨, 아줌마, 안녕하세요. So it sounds like I said like something really cool, right?
What'd you really say?
I was just
mashed potatoes.
안녕하세요 was like, hi, how are you? Yeah, and then like, sir, ma'am. I think for like older, you say it for older people, and then thank you. But anyways, my reason would be, if for Korean, is I tend to watch a lot of Korean shows on Netflix and movies. So it'd be really nice to not read subtitles.
Wow, you surprised me there. But I should have figured you were in the military, so you would probably have like more what's the word I'm looking for? Like worldwide scope. Like, I got to tell you, languages in the Far East. I just got a weird notification. That's weird. Said you're about to raise your hand. I'm doing all kinds of hand stuff. The Far East is tricky for me because like German, French, English, Spanish are all they're Romance languages, as you know. So like you'll find similar words and similar patterns. I am completely lost with Asian languages. It's just so different to me. But I guess if I would have lived over there, I would have maybe a leg up on it.
Yeah, I mean my top picks are like Italian, Spanish, French. I mean, I understand a lot of Spanish, but I don't speak it very well. Like my family speaks fluent. I just couldn't, I don't know. I didn't really speak it well, so.
You're bilingual already.
I guess so. Hola, ¿cómo está?
Bien, bien. Muy borracho.
Tú eres rojo. Rojas.
Rojo. You are red. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. What is your most bothersome symptom of PD that people don't usually associate with the disease? Like, I was surprised to find out that walking issues were associated with Parkinson's disease. Now, we both have different kind of versions of it, but I'm interested to hear what's your most bothersome symptom that people don't say, oh, that's a Parkinson's symptom.
I'd have to go with trying to find my words. It's like,
yep. Surprisingly, I understand that one.
That is my worst one. And so like when I'm hanging out with people, I think I've let like my friends know, like, hey, I struggle with words sometimes. So when I'm like, I just at some point I want to be like, that's all, folks. Like poor you pig. Because I'm just like, I can't get the words out. It's like running a race and you're trying to get to the finish line and the finish line keeps moving. I'm just like, yeah. So then like I just blurt out
now
here and there. And then eventually people know what I'm
just be like, I got Tourette's. I got Tourette's.
Yeah.
Now, did you always struggle with this, or was this something that came about because of Parkinson's?
No, I would say this is totally Parkinson's.
That's interesting. Yeah, I call them like, they're like brain freezes where it more happens when I'm off. Cinemat seems to really click it. But there'll be times I'll be watching a movie and my friend Catherine, it drives her crazy. She comes over and I'll be like, what is that actor's name? What is that? And she's like, stop, just watch the movie. And I'm like, I can't until I get it in my brain. I'll have to look up on IMDb. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of movies, what's your favorite movie scene of all time? You can use a couple because I know you probably watch a lot of movies.
Oh my God. I'm a movie freak. So I'm going to take it back a little bit. I'm going to tell you the movie and I want you to tell me what scene it is because I feel like,
no, you're testing my knowledge here.
I feel like this scene is iconic. The Matrix.
Oh, it's either the mirror scene where he takes the blue pill, or it's when he comes out when they come in they're gunning down in the metal detection and they're flipping over walking on the walls, or is it the bullet time?
Yes, when he's like,
okay,
and
yeah.
That scene was just like that wowed me. I love that scene. So that's stuck in my head.
Well, I was kind of right with the second one because it's the bullet time and like full on crazy mode. We're walking like.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. They're like
walls.
bouncing off the walls and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
all that was like so cool for that time, I think.
I feel like it's become it's been overdone, but the first time we saw it, I'm like, holy crap, it was amazing. Good choice. Yeah. Good movie, good choice.
Thanks.
What are some of your pet peeves, Michele? Lay it on us.
Okay, I have my biggest pet peeve is when someone tells me to smile. And I think it kind of goes in hand with my mask face because like I'll be like having a perfectly fine day and just sitting there minding my business and somebody walk by like, smile, it's not that bad. And then I'm just like,
but it is that bad.
I am happy. Can't you tell?
That is so what I ran into before I was diagnosed. People were always, I would ride my, I've told this story before, I would ride my motorcycle to work and I'd be pulling into, and this one guy goes, stop trying to look like a hard ass. I'm like, I'm just riding my bike. He goes, you make that. I'm like, I'm trying to concentrate on the shifting, the braking, the balancing, and I would make this face, and I didn't realize it. I thought I was trying to be Billy Badass, and it was really frustrating until then I realized that it was a Parkinson symptom, and I'm like, Bringo.
Yep. So that's my.
Any more pet peeves?
I'm sure I have some.
My wife could list a whole bunch that she has regarding
people drive slow people in the fast lane. That irks me. I'm a little heavy. I'm a little heavy-footed, I will admit. But I will not ride someone's bumper. I think that's rude and dangerous.
Awkward PD moment. People telling you to smile.
Yeah, really. I guess it goes with the can't find my words. I always feel awkward in those moments. And then I guess like there was one time I was putting on my jacket and this guy was like, he's like, why are you moving so slow? You're moving like a sloth or something like that. And I was just like, oh, because I have Parkinson's. That was before I was actually taking medication too.
Well, I get it because that's also one of the first things people were like, I'm not going to say the word because there's a word that rhymes with slow-mo that is a gay slur, and I'm not gay, but I love gay people and I make a lot of wiener jokes, and they call me slow-mo, the word that rhymes with slow-mo.
Oh,
and I was like, first of all, I was like, I don't know how to take that. Because I worked with a couple gay guys, and I was like, I mean, I don't want to be like offended that they're calling me gay because I have no problem with gay people, but at the same time, I'm not gay, and why are they calling me slow-mo? And it was just like, but it was Parkinson's, and I remember watching footage of myself, and I'm going, but in my mind, I was moving at a normal pace, but the rest of the world, I was in. Speaking of bullet time,
yeah, really.
That's that I can attest to that being an awkward moment. Okay, we got one more question here, and I ask everyone this, and this seems to be a question everybody waits to get, and I hope that you have a good answer. If you were a pro wrestler for the WWE, what would your wrestling name be, Michele?
Okay, yes, I thought about this, and I'm going to go with the Intimidator.
Nice. Lucha Libre.
Yeah, because I've been told I look intimidating. I have an intimidating look, so I look mean.
Well, I will say this. Do you want to give out your other channel where you shoot guns? That's pretty intimidating.
Oh yeah, Michele 2 Alpha. I don't shoot as much as I used to. It's slowed down, so I haven't posted anything in a while. But if you guys want to go look, it's Michele 2 Alpha.
Well, I'll put them both links in the description. The Intimidator. That I think I know you, and you seem very warm and friendly. But I would say, first of all, it's telling me stop putting your hand up. Stop telling me what to do, Zoom.
Stay still, Jeremy.
But I mean, I'm generally kind of intimidated by attractive people. I just am, and I find that as I get older, I have less to to worry about because I'm happily married and all that. But I do get very intimidated, especially I'm something about women with dark hair. Like it's, I don't know, you seem like boss lady kind of thing. But
Oh,
I know you now, so I mean, I wouldn't be intimidated by you, but I can see how some people could find you intimidating. I had somebody tell me that after I posted the video about my being out in my boxers on my deck, that they would be scared to approach me too. And I was like, what, with the boxers, or like they never responded. They just said I would be scared to approach you. And I was like, oh, I'm a big teddy bear.
yeah, definitely.
Literally, I've got the chest hair to prove it. You saw that one video. Remember the video I sent you? You're like, bro, too much chest hair.
You know what other?
It was the right call.
You know what other wrestler name I was thinking of? I was thinking about the Nugginator, because I was like, I'd go in the ring and be like, give him a noogie.
I like the Nugginator. That's better.
Yeah, I was like Nugginator or Intimidator.
It's like it's an original phrase. It's a Michele original. All right, Michele, this has been fantastic. I love catching up with you. You're one of the most popular guests I've ever had on the show. Maybe it's just because the video has been up so long, but I think we're around 2,000. I could be wrong about that. 2,000 views.
Really? Wow.
1,500. Let's just roundabout say.
They all love you.
Well,
oh, by the way,
yes, please.
We had the I put up my old stuff in my last video, the record player and all that. I need to get me some old toys. I don't have any old toys.
Oh,
I can't compete with you on the toy level.
Oh, you don't want to. If I showed you my basement, it looks like a hoarder house. In fact, some of you know, we both know, I'm not going to say who, but they went down in my room where I filmed and they said, this room makes me feel uncomfortable.
I bet I'd probably love it.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know.
Female, we both, yeah. She was like, and she's probably going to kill me for saying this, but she's like, this room makes me feel uncomfortable.
Did you have the red thong
right, Michele,
somewhere?
Oh yeah. She basically put like a clothesline with some red. Just now that would make anybody feel uncomfortable. But no, I don't have anything like that.
If you had like the Michael Myers mask or something like that in there, yeah, I probably would have been like, serial killer.
This is one that I will never wear again.
Oh, is that your thong? You should wear that when you're wrestling.
Oh yeah, I did the Donginator or something. See, it's stuff like this that got me my nickname at work.
But make sure you put it on the right way, Jeremy.
Oh yeah. Watch 2 videos ago for that. All right, Michele, it's been great catching up with you.
All right, you too.